Hello everyone, it's Matt Burns here, and of course with me, as always...
Hi everybody!
And no, it's not Dr. Nick.
Goodbye everybody!
It is me, your local friendly neighbourhood Irvine.
That it is, and of course, this is The Burning Truth, episode 325.
Oh, are you sure this time? You sure didn't want to go back into the records and triple check that like last time? I swear to God, you're lying to me. You're lying to me, Irvine.
325.
Damn.
I know, you have to sit there and just go, how do we get this far?
Well, you got this far, don't forget. I just added to the mix.
No, you can't say. I can't. No, you can't. You can't take away from. I can't take away from any co-host. Everyone who's been involved with it's been great.
Oh, I can.
And hopefully, if we get any new listeners, if anybody does this, if anybody is insane enough to go back and listen to all the episodes, wow.
Yeah, I just want to say then, you have got a lot of time on your hands.
And we are massively, massively grateful of you.
Oh, so grateful.
I'll be especially grateful, especially during the solo years.
The solo years. I feel so alone.
All by myself.
Oh no, it's like Donkey out of Shrek. I'm all alone. There's nobody here beside me.
I actually think that's a bit
But
more...
you gotta have... Yeah? Shut up, Donkey.
I think that was a bit more too cheerful than what I had to go through.
Yeah, but you were mad enough to do it. Anyway, you did it. It's done.
It's in the past.
Just like the Von Erichs episode. It's in the
history. We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it. It's in the history. We shall never discuss it again.
Well,
no.
There's probably one section of the history that we probably definitely more so don't want to talk about, but we won't say about that. Them episodes and them years.
What with the mumbling idiot?
Well, it's not like we're not breaking any rules that we set ourselves.
Yes,
repeatedly.
Exactly. Well, I don't break any rules anyway. I'm extremely polite.
Correct, and that's what your solicitor has paid you to say.
What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
That's what I'll say. Shut your face.
I've got doors on it.
Don't forget, you got wrestle me at one point.
Soon.
Anyway,
but yeah.
We would like
as always
continue our regular scheduled broadcasting by...
Would you kindly?
Yes. The following broadcast is containing a lot of opinions and topics that may not be suitable for the easily offended or for those that just find everything offending. So basically, if you're Karen, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You missed it.
My lord.
That was your cue, and you missed it. You had one
I was
job.
not... Wait,
one
I am
job.
not doing a lord to a fucking Karen.
No. You missed your...
You didn't say it to me!
Cue. You missed the cue. Sorry, but no. I'm not
Did you say it to me?
No.
It wasn't to me. So shut the fuck up. Go fuck yourself.
I have fucked myself once already.
Excuse me?
Pam and
I just said it directly to you. You just missed your cue.
No, because I'm not letting you get away with your first fuck up, so I'm not even responding to you with that one now. So that is not fair. You can't drop it on me like that.
Disgraceful!
No, you can't drop it. No.
Anyway.
You fucking big-titted, flappy ball bag.
Anyway, let's just get to the actual disclaimer, shall we?
Yes. considering that you missed your cue and ruined it all. So anyway,
Go fuck
if you
yourself.
are one of those, my lord, if you are one of those that do find things very, very offensive, even if it's just by brushing your teeth or wiping your arse after you've had a massive dump, if you find it insulting that somebody has just sneezed behind you, into their hand, by all means, and yes, I am talking about a certain individual, but I won't name them. I do believe, however, that My Little Pony is much easier on the eyes and on the ears.
Just don't ever look up My Little Pony in Rule 34 or 43. Either one.
Yeah, just don't do it.
No. Just do.
I don't know what that is like, but I'm just saying, don't do it.
I don't think we could legally. Could we do
No,
that?
just leave it then. If it's legally, then no.
No, it's one of them. It's like it's possibly legal, but we probably massively offend somebody.
Not Gangrel again, is it?
No.
Oh, that's okay.
No.
Anyway, what are we going to talk about this week?
Oh, before we even get there, we've got to discuss on how much of in full support we are of Black Lives Matter.
Oh, and also that we are big advocates of the hashtag Speaking Out movement, the factual ones, not the ones that are passed around the place without any proof or, it's just been proven to be bullshit.
Or even not even come from the actual intended victim either.
Yeah. So, anyway.
There is that. We are, of course, always going to be advocates and in full support of the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah. Just, we would be in full support of the whole letters, but we will butcher it.
We are in full support of them, just to make you aware. It's just, there is a plus. And if someone is offended by that, we apologise, but this is...
Tough.
We are in support of you. So don't feel left out. We always have a microphone available if you want to talk about it and get your point across. Always.
Yeah.
As long as it's factual. As long as it's not, heresy, bullshit.
Irish.
Slander and libel is written, not spoken.
Libel.
But yeah. But anyway, with that being said, let's get to the burning truth. And where shall we start today?
Don't know, where do you want to start?
I've got a bit of a topic I was going to actually discuss with you. What are your thoughts on the whole social media trick that WWE are doing lately?
Didn't know there was a social media trick.
Oh, it's not actually a social media trick. It's the whole using QR codes on episodes for people to literally... So they're not actually always getting all the full stories. Like, you'll just see a random QR code pop up in one segment. You know what I mean by that?
So catering to the newer generation of viewers.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Am I going to buy into it? No.
Fair enough.
Do you want to know why? Because I'm getting too old for that shit.
I was about to say, you are entitled to your opinion.
I just remember back in the day when VCRs were a thing, so,
Oh, and the VCR collection.
Yes.
VHS collection.
You know the struggles I have with my iPad. I am not even getting into extra problems by scanning a fucking QR code.
Wow. Most phones have the capability now.
Don't care. Not using it. But that's what, unless, like, you're really into it and you want to use it, that's fine. But just...
That's fine. But
stop
that's
from-
where this is where I think it comes really handy for people who are like yourself, who don't want to do the chasing. There's wonderful people on the internet who are helping out and showcasing what is on the QR codes.
Yeah.
Which is great. Which I think is a new format of, bringing something new to the table. Like you said, bringing a new audience in. Which is really, really clever. It's different. It's different. And it's nice to have different.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is nice to have something different, but...
Don't force it down our throats.
It's not like WWE was stretching out on Twitter saying, name this trio. I think they got my opinion on that one.
I don't know how I felt about that, about your opinion. I don't know if that was an insult to them or to the originals who had the name.
You know what I meant.
Of course.
It's not an insult to them, it's an insult to the people who do the booking.
Who did do the booking during that time?
I think you'll find he's still got a finger in the pie.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, potentially. But...
My opinion, by the way, was I called them the Job Squad.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember the other one that Shane McMahon was involved with.
Which other one?
The Union... what was it? Basically, I think it was the acronym was meant to spell up yours.
It could be worse. It could have been PMS. What?
Yeah, because they're some pretty mean sisters.
Exactly. Pretty Mean Sisters actually translated to PMS. And people that didn't get it back in the day, shame on you.
Can't you remember the other original group, the original group name for Paige, Charlotte, and I'm just trying to remember who the third person was.
I don't know. Just tell me the group
Becky
and
Lynch.
I'll be able to tell you. Because remember, I didn't watch it during that era.
It was something like BCP or something like that, or CBP or something. And what made it worse is it basically, translated into bondage. I have never seen a basket from, a certain website involving Orange and White sending some lovely baskets to WWE headquarters.
Yes, thank you for advertising us.
Inadvertently, but it was really, really interesting and funny as hell, as you can imagine.
It is quite funny. You still got to admit, he is funny.
Oh, of course.
But anyway, we need to figure out what we're going to talk about, because yeah.
You don't think we've got anything to talk about other than the news?
It does concern me, because I know what you like when you talk about WWE, but I'm just going to let you have the floor for a minute.
No, I'm not going to go there.
That bad?
Going to go there.
That bad?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were doing interesting stuff not long ago.
And yet, for the past, they've got moments that are happening, but overall, for the episodes of Raw and SmackDown, it was snooze. And when it comes to NXT, I have no idea because I didn't bother checking.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I probably agree with you.
I didn't bother checking because it was... I feel as though I haven't got an investment to check. And yes, having Shawn Michaels sit there saying it's amazing having the talent from NXT UK transfer over to the to NXT. Oh, so it's not like, you let go enough 80% of them.
Right, okay.
But what you gonna do? And all of a sudden, the ones that did get transferred over, oh look, you're on the main one, and we've cut you out on the storyline. That's it. It just seems like the idea now is they're now shifting people into potentially better roles. It's almost like they're weeding out some of the bad ideas that was originally scheduled that they had to work with.
Mm.
But it's going through the teething stage.
Right, got you. So it's kind of gone backwards.
It's gone backwards a little bit, but it's only for now.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I hope they sort something out because it just seems to be getting a bit silly now. So
it looks like they've got Max Dupree, or should I say LA Knight, now dropping out of the maximum male models. So,
right.
Like how he originally should have done. Yeah. But less on that. Let's move over to AEW straight away, shall we?
Okay.
I know what you're thinking. You're surprised I've actually just decided to just...
I'm kind of not surprised actually by your statement that you've just said. So I'm not surprised at all.
I just feel like as if I did go on a rant, I'm just kicking somebody while they're down.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And we don't need that. Even though they have got an Extreme Rules pay-per-view coming up soon with no main champion on.
Oh, you mean the part-timer Roman Reigns isn't going to be on it?
Supposedly. Oh, and ironically, they've actually got I believe, a Piper's Pit match happening, which is essentially like a WWE's version of UFC.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about AEW.
Mm. And Daniel Cormier is the referee who works for UFC. But move over to AEW. Because, like I said, I don't want to be kicking them while they're down.
It's a bit late for that, matey.
Yes. Well, I don't want to kick him anymore.
Yeah. But anyway, AEW. How did you find? I know what my thoughts are on the last Dynamite.
Go on.
How are yours?
I'll tell you what. I'll let you have a guess.
Well, considering that you want to segue to it, I'm going to assume that you're extremely happy with it.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad because I'm the same. Really am.
It has been good. Massively.
And I find it very good how they've managed to segue MJF back into the roster.
Yep.
And I do think it's great that now they're actually pushing him as the biggest heel in the company.
Because he is.
Because he is the biggest heel in the company. Don't get me wrong, you've got like Andrade, you had the House of Black and what have you.
Speaking of Andrade, might have some potential news on him.
Good. Okay. So, yeah, like I say, they've managed to segue MJF back into it. I'm really, really happy with that because obviously he was missed when he was gone.
Mm-hmm.
The reasons why he was gone, it's up in the air. It's pie in the sky, if you ask me.
I actually think, me personally, I think this was a really smart business decision between them. I'm wondering if it was all part of the plan.
Possibility, yeah. A possibility. I mean,
and the fact that it's got us thinking it's part of the plan when it could very well not be, it's fucking genius.
yeah, it's good storytelling.
Yeah. Even if it's inadvertently or not, it's still got you sitting there thinking, is it or isn't it? Is it true? Is it not? It makes great viewing.
Yeah, it does. And this is where storytelling is better in AEW.
Yes.
Everyone was like all excited that, Triple H had taken over and he was doing well, and then all of a sudden, like you say, you've got comments that Matt Lindsay has made. It's gone very flat.
Flat?
Flatter than a witch's tit.
Right. Now, the only thing I will say is, we've now got MJF back. I understand that a certain t-shirt release that he's got now might have upset a few people. That's fine. But this is MJF. He's going to aim to offend as many people as he can.
Yeah, he's there to push buttons.
He is. Now, you might... if you're there to push the idea of the topic of it, because, I'm not even going to mention what the t-shirt said because it's part of one of our rules.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You might be easily offended of it. But the difference is he's trying to do something different. And if it doesn't work out, fine, they'll move on. But they've only just done, they've only just implemented it recently. Give it time.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where they take MJF. Will he end up winning the title? Will he not? Is it good that they just seem to be shitting on Moxley by having him drop the title again after so long? Time will tell. The only piss take I see in there is Hangman Adam Page winning another title shot when, I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not overly happy about.
Unless I turn him heel.
Yes. That is the only way that I can see that working out now.
It's the only way I can see it happening. And yet again, the Dark Order are getting buried again. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the Dark Order have started to become a bit of a joke. I said this for months now, that something needs to change, or they need to bring somebody in that can take over and bring them back to the former glory. Now, there are people in the company at the moment
who can.
And
they haven't.
I'm looking directly at somebody like Brody King.
Brody King, Malachi Black.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's already on record that Malachi Black is coming back.
Yes, so I wish everyone would stop speculating.
I'm just double checking. We know that Buddy Matthews.
Yeah.
It's also now been claimed that when people sit there saying his contract is leaving soon, he's left the company. No, it's because he had to go. The reason why he wasn't on some of the episodes recently is because he had to go home to fill out the paperwork for his work visa. He had to update it.
Exactly.
So,
I think it's just too many people. It's mainly WWE fans that just solely watch WWE that are just looking into it too much. Whereas me, I'm not the biggest WWE fan at the moment. I would rather watch all their classic stuff rather than the new stuff. Why? Because I just feel like they had better superstars back then.
It's not just that they had better superstars; they had better stories. They had the right booking, the right chemistry. The machine was working well.
Yes, exactly. And it was one of them things that it wasn't really broke, so that you didn't really need to fix it. So, but then they went and tried to fix something that wasn't broken, which in turn ended up fucking breaking it. So,
well done.
Well done, dickheads.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I say, good storytelling in AEW. You just need to stop. People just need to stop speculating. It is what it is. Everyone kept saying that CM Punk will never come back. I don't think that's the case at all. If anything, if they want to buy him out of his contract, that's fine. I just think they'd be making a very big mistake.
Yeah. I agree with that. And on top of that, back off on Saraya.
Sorry, who?
Saraya.
No. Saraya.
Saraya.
Yeah.
Right. Back off. The reason why I'm saying back off is because there's people sitting there saying because she made a comment about being finally be listened to.
Yeah. Which
she's had to go on social media to explain about that comment. Fucking really?
Yeah. Well, not being funny, but I actually found the women's lumberjack match really entertaining.
Yeah, but the fact is, what I find annoying about this entire situation is, she quickly pointed out she wasn't referring to her, WWE and everything. She was just making a statement, and she even pointed out how well Triple H looked after her and everything.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't think she's got a bad word to say about Triple H.
Now, if anybody didn't read that message, read it again and just double check what other name's fucking missing. Then you might get who she's on about.
Yeah, and I think if you listen to her entrance music as well, it pretty much sums up her time with that particular individual in charge.
Yeah, so she isn't actually dissing her actual former employment, because she's got many friends there still.
She was aiming it at a specific individual.
Correct.
Again, with the whole Saraya thing, it's going to be one of them. A lot of people will find it controversial. Now, people need to remember that she was treated like shit. After she broke her neck.
Oh, and by the way, I'll point this out. You're going to sit there and say, oh, she was, how can she say she was treated like shit? She got to stay at home and be paid. She got looked after in that sense. Yeah, she got to stay home, be paid, and not do the thing that she wants to do most in her entire life.
Yeah, they brought her back as general manager, which, worked, and it was really good to see her again.
Manager first, then general manager, and then,
Then they just phased her out. But people were so happy that she was actually there. So why, all of a sudden, was she just dropped, just like a sack of shit?
Because they noticed that there was a drop in ratings when they were doing the whole general manager thing. No, that wasn't going down on SmackDown. That was just fucking Raw.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I always thought that as well. It wasn't due to SmackDown. It was Raw that the ratings were going down on.
And that's the scary thing about it. SmackDown always had the great general managers.
And am I right in saying now that the ratings have gone down ever since like the whole Triple H taking over has died down a bit now?
It's having moments where it's going up and down.
Exactly. So that just says to me there are a lot of fickle people out there.
Fickle.
Fickle-minded.
Fickle.
Whereas if you catch me after AEW's just put on a show, I'm straight on Fight TV watching it. Unless I'm having a bad time and then I'm unable to listen to it because of time restraints and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, I don't seriously have an issue watching it, really.
I don't either. And the good thing about it is, with it, is the fact that I'm already ready for the next episode.
Yeah.
Even when they don't have the best week or the best episode, you know, they're not always going to hit it out the park perfect every time.
No,
They don't need to.
Bear in mind that AEW has got a lot of indie wrestlers on.
Yeah.
It's not everybody's cup of tea. We get that. They're more about the showmanship rather than the wrestling.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, showmanship isn't everything. You've got to have the ability to be able to wrestle.
Yes. I agree.
So, yeah, I mean, at the moment, AEW are hitting it out of the park. I mean, they've got the tag championships on the right tag team. The one that was hottest at the moment in time is the one that won the title. Why? Because it makes sense. What am I doing? Well, what are they doing with Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland right now? I think they're just trying to break them up, and I reckon they'll go into a feud, which I'm more than happy to see because I'm quite a big fan of Swerve. I think he's really, really talented. Very talented, actually. Yeah. Keith Lee is just Keith Lee. You can't go any wrong with Keith Lee. He's a big guy. He can move and he can fucking wrestle. No, fuck you, I'm trying to finish.
Just don't call him Bearcat.
Bearcat Lee.
Just don't go there. For me, Strickland, whether he's Strickland, Swerve, or Killshot.
Yeah, I don't think he can do much wrong, and I think WWE, when they let him go, it was a very fucking bad move.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely a bad move. And it was just really, really clumsy. But what I find really good as well about it is he actually knows that Hit Row's back, and he's actually sending positive vibes, saying he hopes that they're able to knock it out of the park without him being there, and feels that they should be able to. Positive message. And not only that, would you believe that a top WWE star contacts AEW wrestlers to give them feedback on the matches?
Wonder who that might be.
This might shock you. Randy Orton.
That is actually interesting.
Randy Orton. And he was contacting Claudio Castagnoli, Dax Harwood. He says it's a regular thing.
So that's good. That's good.
That's brilliant.
I mean, obviously everybody knows I'm a fucking big fan of a.k.a. Cesaro / Claudio Castagnoli.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of his. I've followed him on WWE. I just watched the highlights just for his matches.
Mm-hmm.
I even got the opportunity to watch him live in Leeds, and I loved every minute of it because he was up against none other than the fucking chop machine, Walter. Man, that was a fucking brutal match, I won't lie.
That'll just be intense.
Exactly. And I loved it. And you know something? The day that AEW decide that they're going to do a show in the UK, I'm there.
Sold.
I'm there. I really, really am.
Yeah. It's understandable. It's very, very understandable.
So, yeah, like I say, I'm just... I mean, as upset as I was about missing Clash at the Castle, I was relieved that I didn't go. You know yourself. I was relieved.
I was in the position of myself of I sat down and thought about it. It's like, I want to go, but at the same time, like yourself, but then I sat down and thought about it. It was like, is it really worth it?
Yeah. Is it really worth it?
Now, I will say, to some, it might be a yes. For me, dropping three digits of money to get what was essentially almost what we get in almost every week regular scheduled programming. No real title changes, not much, just a little bit of story progression on Dominic.
They used it as a gigantic house show. That's what they used it as. And that's what makes me think that Triple H hasn't got full creative control.
I think he does have creative control. It's just the way he's been taught how to run it is the problem.
I'm sorry, mate, but having Drew McIntyre not win the title at Clash of the Castle.
Oh no, colossal mistake. Colossal fuck up. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
Massive
the fact
fuck
that they
up.
didn't even have at least one title change.
No, so on top of that, they have Drew coming out with special intro before his theme music, making it feel like a big moment. And they have him lose by having a debut of Solo Sikoa.
Not a good move, really, is it?
And the only reason why he was there was because the other Usos don't have the permission to be there. Because they have priors.
I was just about to say, too many DUIs.
Yep. No, really, it is.
No, that was what I'm saying. I'm not joking. I was actually asking.
Yeah. It is because of that. Oh dear. Not great. But anyway, let's get back to our original intended topic, which is AEW. Now, I believe you referred to somebody earlier.
Okay.
The wrestler formerly known as Andrade.
Yes, Andrade.
Yeah, a lot of people have got a wondering, and this is rumour mill talk at the moment.
Yeah.
They're wondering if this is going to be a good new feud for him, or could this be the end of him?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's having a match against number 10 of the Dark Order.
Yeah.
Mask versus career.
I hate to say it, mate, but the mask will be going. See, the thing is with number 10, he's a talented wrestler.
Yep.
But when he's hidden behind that mask, he's not really much. And I reckon AEW have seen something in him that they can get over.
Possibly. But I believe at the moment he's -1's favourite wrestler, if I'm not mistaken. So there's the whole Brody situation.
Yeah, but unfortunately, mate.
No.
-1 can't control or dictate what goes on in a company because of his fault.
Well, wait. I'm agreeing with you on this one. I'm agreeing with you. And I feel as though if they do this, oh my, wow. That's going to pull on more heartstrings than you can ever know.
Yeah, exactly. It
could
turn up the heat even more so on Andrade.
Oh, yeah.
Because I won't lie, I've been a bit disappointed that they haven't utilised him as much as they should have.
Yeah.
But same as Miro, he didn't come into the company expecting to jump straight into limelight.
Yep.
CM Punk didn't.
Although I do like how Miro's responding to AEW through social media, which is absolutely hilarious.
What with the whole prophecy thing?
Oh, no. Mentioned that Sammy Guevara took the TNT title off him. They put it on Twitter, and they just says they are so they've atted him, but they're too scared to at me. That's how intimidated they are.
And that's good, though. That gets Miro over as a badass, and he is a badass.
Yeah. Now, I know there's been even talks of potential AEW reaching out to, I believe, is it Bandito?
Yeah, Bandito, yeah. Fucking great. Honestly, I was dead impressed with his match with Jericho.
Great wrestler. Don't fuck it up. And that's not me saying that to AEW.
Yeah, Bandito.
Don't fuck it up with some of the mistakes that you've been making on involving a certain individual in on the Mexican booking. Just don't.
Oh, come on, what are you talking about now?
Potentially booking someone who's been outed on her hashtag speaking out.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
They'll probably warn him about that anyway, because AEW, they keep things quite tight.
No, but he's had warnings numerous times, and this was... So, fingers crossed that is the case, but if it is that he didn't know, fine. So, people can back off, you might not know, but do your homework and, correct it. If not, you're going to be making simple mistakes like that and keep making them. Don't expect to be on long.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you've got a good opportunity now.
Especially for such a great talent.
Yeah, exactly. I was really happy with his match against Jericho.
And how Jericho's carrying the whole ROH, he wants to do a dishonor. Calls him, a dishonor tour, which is like, wow. How, what a way to get heat.
Yeah. I would like to say, mate, I was really happy with the match against Jericho for the Ring of Jericho title. Which, by the way, I wish that man would just shut the fuck up sometimes, because he just keep coming up with fucking pure gold. And it's like, for fuck's sake, Jericho, leave some for the rest of us, you know what I mean?
Not everyone's a wizard and will throw a fireball in your face.
Well, you've been asked to do that, but health and safety, matey.
I don't play with fire, matey.
Yeah. It's like one of them won it, it was go fuck yourself.
My lord.
Well, but I didn't say that to you then, matey, so why are you saying my lord? No, I'm not going to do whatever fucking hell.
Because you set
Shut the fuck up.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, my lord.
You saw that one coming, didn't you?
Yes. Ooh, I know what I'd like to congratulate.
Go on.
Obviously, it's a bit of a segue, really.
Yeah.
I'd like to congratulate a couple of the AEW wrestlers of actually debuting for 1PW.
Yes.
Seems like everybody had a great show and it was enjoyable, so,
Although, I will say, one table spot had me a bit squeamish.
I haven't watched it.
There was a table spot where there was meant to be two bodies in place. They managed to get the first one on. As they put the second one, somehow hit the guy's ass, broke the table.
Right, okay.
Because he's thick.
Thick. He's a thick guy.
It wasn't just... It might not have been... It might have just been a bit too thin or just not set right. It was how they broke the other table. God damn it. Ooh, that hurt. A guy swantoned bombed off the balcony. Now, bear in mind, his upper shoulders and neck only just about clipped the guy on the table. So, nicely timed. But where's the rest of him landing?
It's called the floor, my friend.
Rear first.
Ow.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I never jumped out my seat so quickly going, no, I don't like that.
Well, what was that on?
And it was literally through, I actually saw a clip, it was like fan footage.
Oh, fan footage. Right, okay, yeah. Fair enough.
It was just the angle of it, you just hear the thud. It's like, oh, and it just cuts out after, so you don't exactly see the full reactions. And I guarantee you'll be like, oh, I think a crap.
Okay. But yeah, no, that's great. As long as it just seems like everybody had a lot of fun. I'm glad. Even the New Japan Pro Wrestling down in London, I thought that looked pretty
phenomenal.
Cool.
Yeah,
that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, having Aussie Open against FTR.
Yeah.
However, there is one thing that I did notice on there that did surprise me, and it was aimed at Tony Khan.
Mm-hmm.
FTR. What the hell, man? We're on your roster. Why aren't we doing anything? We're meant to be number one contenders for the tag team championships. They literally cut a promo like that there.
Yeah, well, to be fair, mate, you know, I don't think that is, I think that's a whole lot of nothing. I really, really do think that's a whole lot of nothing.
I hope it is.
No, I think it is a whole lot of nothing. The thing is with the FTR, they are very, 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 very good professionals. They wouldn't go out of the way to try and sabotage something like their AEW careers. Because let's face facts, they've been to WWE, got treated like shit.
Mm.
They went to the Independents, went to AEW, got treated with respect.
Yeah.
A lot of respect. And now they are multi-tag team champions, which hasn't been done for a while.
Yeah.
So, if anything, just needs to not be looked into too much.
True.
If it does, I'd be shocked, but I can't see it.
I hope it's not. That's what I'm saying. I hope it isn't something. I hope there isn't anything to the supposed rumour mill and everything, because if there is something to the rumour mill, oh boy. Not good. But we're not going to sit there and go and put on our, tinfoil hats on and so they're going, they did this, they did that, this is going to happen. No.
Yeah.
Because bear in mind, we have got enough people on social media putting out posts there saying that Tony Khan had a call off his dad, where his dad completely yelled at him, saying the whole AEW thing is costing too much money. If you want to listen to the call, click on the link to then get Rick rolled.
To get what?
Rick rolled. Never going to give you up, never going to let you down.
Yeah, well, that just says to me that the whole rumour mill is bullshit.
Oh, no, it was.
AEW make far too much money.
And they are.
So, I find it bullshit.
No, it was bullshit. It was just
that's what I'm saying. I find it bullshit when people start saying, oh, well, people aren't happy they're spending too much money. This is not WCW.
Correct.
This is not TNA.
And would you like the biggest clue, the biggest factor of why it's not WCW?
The fact that it's called AEW.
No. The biggest clue is the fact that Ted Turner didn't have a fucking clue what to do with the wrestling business.
Yeah, exactly. And there are promoters out there that are just like that.
Yeah, and even putting on 2-day events and getting beaten by a single event. But we're not going to point fingers.
Yeah, one that they constantly slag off all the time.
Yeah. All the time. But You know, they haven't taken the concept less is more, but we won't go on that.
No. But anyway, so yeah, genuinely happy. I mean, seriously, FTR, if they want a tag team title shot, I think they just need to let the Acclaimed have a good run first. Let them have a good run, then face them and have a serious feud with them, because I'm not going to lie, I am really, really impressed with the Acclaimed.
Yeah.
Really am. I mean, yes, people could sit there and argue and say, well, they're not a heel team, but they won by Billy Gunn getting involved. Well, I'm not being funny. Swerve Strickland was being a dick.
And attempted to hit him with a boombox.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's a good storytelling. So, why not? Again, if you don't like good storytelling, go watch WWE, because I'm interested in what you've got to say, to be honest.
That would be like sitting there saying that Eddie was calling Eddie Guerrero a villain when he was lying, cheating, and stealing.
Yeah, remember the whole chair shot, the ghost chair shot,
which is brilliant.
Which I've done in a match as well. Don't forget.
And so have I.
You know, we've all stole that.
We've all borrowed.
We've all stole it because we like to steal. The whole Eddie Guerrero method, you know.
It works.
It works, and it gets you a cheap pop. If it gets you a cheap pop, that's good. It's like
it either gets you a cheap pop or some serious booze, depending on how you do it.
Yeah, it depends on who it is. But if it's it's like doing the Three Amigos. You know, it's borrowed.
It's a classic.
It is. It's a classic. So anyway, like I say, FTR, give them a chance, have a feud with them, let them just have a run, because these guys have been, been through run and mill with injuries and stuff like that, and one of them had to be a singles wrestler for a bit, just a bit like Dante Martinez.
I've got to feel for. I feel sorry for Dante.
Yeah, because he's literally like his brother comes back from injury, and within a space of a couple of weeks to a month, he was injured again.
And he's literally, I'm on an episode. Yay, I'm back, and I'm injured again.
Yeah, exactly. So, we all moan at WWE for putting people together that don't belong as a tag team. Where you look at Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, you could easily say that, but I'm not being funny, they actually made it into a good tag team.
Although I will say, attempting to do the move that you were originally planning on the Acclaim that involved coming off top rope with a pounce, might need a bit of work on that.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. But I don't think there'll be a tag team any longer anyway.
No.
But this is where good storytelling comes in. Moment of the week for me from AEW, and it was fucking hilarious, even though it was only a short match. Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks doing the sit-down literally just fucking leaping from halfway across the ring after he'd done the Rochambeau, just to fucking sit on his chest and pin him. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Wheeler Yuta as well. Wheeler Yuta attacking MJF. He did the whole Stone Cold thing. Just appeared from nowhere behind him and attacked him. It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah. I also thought Hook did a bit of a New Jack thing as well.
Yeah.
Walked out, kicked some ass while music was still playing.
Yeah. That's what you're going to get with Hook. I have noticed with Hook, it depends on who he's working. If he's working somebody that, is just jobbing out to him, it looks phenomenal. I do notice that the longer a match goes on, I wouldn't say he gets lost. I don't think he gets lost at all, far from it. I think that some of the moves are a bit sloppy.
So you wondered if takes away from, the mystique.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously you can't have that mystique there forever.
No.
But you can keep him as a badass.
Oh, definitely.
One not to be trifled with. And I don't think it'd be long before they start pushing him. Give him another 12 months or so, and I reckon he'll be pushing for the TNT title.
Yeah. But I believe he's currently going into a feud potentially with the Dude Busters? Oh, no, Trust Busters.
What's he? The fuck are the Dude Busters?
My mistake. Dude Busters are the...
Is it like the Ghostbusters when they're walking on a bunch of stoners?
No, the Dude Busters are actually two members of Just Friends.
Admit that was funny.
That was funny.
Admit that was funny.
Oh, damn right, it was funny. But Dude Busters are... do you like when you just have one of the moments where you're thinking, God damn it, I just messed up? I had another one of them moments. Basically, Dude Busters are two members of the Just Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Just minus Orange Cassidy. To narrow it down for you.
I tell you another person who I find very, very underutilised. And that's Trent Barretta. I really do appreciate watching Trent Barretta work.
Marvel, isn't he?
Yeah. And, everyone keeps saying, like, they rave on about Wheeler Yuta and stuff like that, being part of the BCC and stuff like that. Totally get it. It's fantastic. Trent Barretta comes back from a serious surgery and, wow, he's actually come back as a better wrestler. And he's in phenomenal shape.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
But we all have different preferences anyway. I mean, Best Friends is probably one of the worst fucking gimmicks ever. But he does what he can with. He does what he can with. Does what he can with it. I mean, I do like it when they hug in the middle of the ring and they just turn around and say, "You've got to give the people what they want." I do like that. That's good.
Give the people what they want.
And how, I don't know, is it Shivani or is it...
Tony Schiavone.
No, I'm just asking, is it him that says it?
No.
It's not, is it? I'm just
Excalibur.
trying to picture... That's it, Excalibur. I'm just trying to picture like the voice in my head now.
Excalibur.
See, Excalibur. I think he's like one of the most entertaining fucking commentators.
And the ex-wrestler.
Yeah. I just love it. The interactions between him and Regal as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I also love the interactions he has with Taz.
Yeah, Taz as well. And Taz is dead entertaining on the commentary panel. I love it as well when the Acclaim come out and JR's just like, listen, yo, listen. It cracks me up. I actually saw some fan art on Twitter not long ago of Jim Ross like fucking with a mic in his hand and a gold chain round his neck, and it was such a cool piece of fan art, and I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
But do you want me to tell you what my gimmick of the year is so far?
Go on.
The Acclaimed.
Works.
The Acclaimed.
Yeah.
And now I love it, right? When they're angry and stuff like that, they don't rap. They don't rap until they've actually had a match.
That's when you know. That's the thing that's really brilliant.
Yeah, and because it's like before, they come out when they were heels with the Gun Club and Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
And they do a rap.
Yeah.
And now it's like, we'll do a rap when we're just about to have a match.
Yeah. Which
is fucking fantastic. Their match on Rampage.
Yeah.
Loved it. It's just great. I like the interaction that they had with Keith Lee when Keith Lee said, you did have help from Daddy Ass.
Yeah.
I was like, that's just Keith Lee actually staying as a face.
Yeah.
Whereas Swerve now is probably going to come back and be a dick to Keith Lee, and that's where I think that feud will come in.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's just there saying, why the hell are you sitting there talking to them when they stole the championship?
Yeah. I'd tell you another match I really enjoyed. Ray Phoenix and Jungle Boy.
Oh.
Very, very, very good. Very good. Very, very good. I really enjoyed it.
Talented.
Very.
And the respect they had after.
Yeah, exactly. And the interruption and, the beatdown by Luchasaurus at the end.
Yeah.
Adds to the fuel to the fire for the whole feud between him and Christian Cage.
I believe the reason why that is because Christian Cage is currently injured.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Shame, but happens.
It does, but it's like how they managed to keep them relevant, even when they're. The only people that I miss at the moment because they're injured is Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole.
Baby.
Adam Cole, I feel, was building up a head of steam, and now all of a sudden just feels like it's gone a bit flat. We don't know when he's coming back. Obviously, he came back for that one episode, but he did make people aware that he was injured still. So, gutting, but understandable.
Yeah. But he still brought relevancy.
Yeah, exactly. And I just quite like Adam Cole's moveset. Canadian Destroyer.
Panama Sunrise.
Well, Panama Sunrise. It's a Canadian Destroyer, really. Think about it.
Well, jumping off the middle rope into it. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it's just... But yeah. I mean, obviously my finisher is the Boom. And I take inspiration for that from Adam Cole.
He does. Won't work on me, though.
You want to fucking bet? We'll find out when you got a knee to the back of your head. Remember, you nearly bitched out on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Insecurity. I think you took my head off. No, it's still there.
Yeah, but the difference is, how did that match end?
Don't forget, I'm in full support.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just stating a fact.
True, but how did the match end?
We don't fall out in the product, remember that.
We're not falling out.
Anyway.
Because my championship is your championship. It's a team effort.
It's a team effort.
It's a team effort.
And don't forget, I won my match as well.
You did. Clean as well.
Yeah, clean, straight in the pills. No, I do enjoy working a United crowd. They're a lot of fun. They just know. They just know. Well, you just know you're doing your job right because they react.
They let you know.
Yeah, they let you.
The only thing the only issue I have with one member of the United crowd is, where's my money? You bet me. Where's my money?
Yeah. Bet you can't win clean. Want to bet?
And he literally went, "You're on. Where's my money?
Where's my money, man?
Where's my money, man?"
It's like Stewie Griffin all over again. Where's my money, man? You got $5 to pay for a fucking fake mustache. Where's my money? Where's my money,
man?
At the end of it, you shot me in the kneecaps and then lit me on fire. Piss off.
Piss off.
I mean, I'm excited for a lot of things. I really genuinely, though, there's one thing that I'm so disappointed in the women's division, and I think this is why it makes the women's division look so weak.
Go on.
Is that every single time Jade Cargill gets a match, it's against a jobber. And I don't like it. I don't like how they are doing the whole Goldberg effect with it. I don't like it. It doesn't work.
No.
And
It does work when done right.
They're pushing us so hard. Goldberg was an exception of the matter. It was unheard of for somebody to go on an unbeaten streak like that for so long.
The gimmick come across as, yeah, you believe
not
it.
unheard of. It's a rarity.
Yeah.
But the fact that AEW decided to do that with somebody that is improving, but still needs a lot of help.
Yeah.
And she's got no place of being a champion at the moment. I'm sorry, but I said it, and I've said it many, many weeks in a row. And the way I'm looking at it is that she's ploughing through the roster, but who has she faced of any worth?
Mm-hmm.
And that's no disrespect to the wrestlers that she has faced, because I think there are genuinely some talented wrestlers that she's faced. And they literally fucked up when they didn't put the title on Athena.
Yeah.
I really genuinely do. Because now that's only just killed any bit of momentum that Athena's got.
It just says, we're waiting for Statlander to come back.
Yeah. And fair enough, I like Statlander. I think she deserves the title way more than Jade Cargill does, but I just think that there are people on there at the moment that deserve it more.
This might sound like a bit of an odd call-out. Do you know who I think could potentially possibly take it off her?
Go on.
And that's only if the ever decided to change her from heel to face.
You're going to say Jamie Hayter?
Jamie Hayter.
Yeah. I really, really like Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
I really do. For more reasons than just wrestling.
Yeah, and on top of that, I believe that the match she had against Nightingale this week?
Yeah.
I thought that was an entertaining match.
Yeah, it was an entertaining match. But that's what I'm saying about the women's division. It's got a chance now to progress. And I'm hoping, on all hope, that Saraya actually goes to Tony Khan and says she needs to drop the title.
She needs to drop it, and it's not like it needs to be dropped soon. Now, I understand that he may not want to just be on a regular episode. It need to be on a big event.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
Fine.
But the time is now, because if you put her up against someone like Britt Baker or Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander,
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm. I say this. I mean, Athena even made her look stupid.
Yeah.
She's got talent.
Yeah.
She's had major surgery as well. She's had a major injury in the past, and she still does exactly what she used to do. Why? Because she looked after herself.
Yeah. Oh.
Even though when she does hit that stunner from the top rope, it really makes me cringe, because all I keep thinking to myself is, "Oh, my back."
I'm going to make you laugh with that one, actually. The reason why, the name of it as well, of that move.
Yeah.
It's called the O-Face.
Yeah, that. Oh.
All I'll say to you is, if you want to know why it's that, look it up. Because she did an interview, and I'll be honest with you, as much as it's not an amazing name, but she openly admits she wasn't the one who invented it.
Yeah.
And the story behind it is fucking stellar. Absolutely stellar.
I'll have to look that up then.
So, there's a bit of homework for you.
So I'd like to say, there's just a lot. I mean, Serena Deeb, she's a phenomenal wrestler. She's just
Another wrestler, top of the game.
Yeah, she's just beyond. And the match she had with Tony Storm, with the lumberjack match, was really good. And bear in mind, am I right in saying that was the very first? I'm pretty sure that Saraya said it as well. That it was the first ever women's lumberjack match.
In AEW, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they've not had anything like that before.
And do you know what I find even more stupid? That WWE has Serena Deeb.
Yeah.
And do you know why they let her go?
But then again, don't forget, they have Mickie James as well.
True, but do you know why they let her go?
No idea.
Because she didn't live up to her gimmick on the real world.
Stop putting her fucking stupid gimmicks on her then.
Do you know what the gimmick was?
That probably, again, I didn't watch WWE.
She was part of the straight edge society with Punk.
Mm-hmm.
As in, they don't do drugs, they don't drink, and everything.
Yeah.
Basically, she got let go because she got caught drinking in a bar.
Yes. Let me guess. CM Punk didn't have a drink. Blah, 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 whatever.
Punk was fine with it. He didn't have an issue with it. It wasn't Punk that had the issue with it. It was the fact that WWE wanted her living her gimmick 24/7, so she could only drink, behind closed doors. It's like...
But that's what we were saying when I first started this podcast with you.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying about WWE, is just that you can't live up to the gimmick outside of the wrestling industry anymore.
There's the internet.
There's the internet. The Undertaker, obviously, he kept himself as a very, very private man.
Yeah.
And when you did see him out in public, he was in character.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I was watching a couple of classic matches the other day, and one of them that popped up was Austin versus The Undertaker, Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
Loved it. And I believe, was it Survivor Series or SummerSlam? I think it was SummerSlam. I think it was SummerSlam. I think it was something like 97 or 98.
Can you just repeat that? I think we just had a bit of a minor glitch there.
What? SummerSlam?
You said it was SummerSlam 98, was it?
No, I think it was around that time. It was around that time because The Undertaker was still in his Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness. Was it part of the super group that he had?
I think so, yeah.
So the corporate ministry.
It was a WWE title match.
Yeah.
For the Winged Eagle belt. So
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was SummerSlam. I'm pretty sure it was 98. I could be wrong and it could be 97, but I don't think Austin was that far in his career yet.
So you're thinking SummerSlam
98 or 98.
Interesting.
Go on.
That's very, very interesting. And what did you say the main event was?
Wasn't it a last man standing match?
No disqualification.
I'm sure it was the last man standing.
Nope, no disqualification match. And it was Austin and Undertaker in 1998.
I must have read it wrong now. But anyway, I watched the match and it was really good. Well, no, I watched half of the match. I didn't watch all of it because I was out. I wanted to have a bath. But anyway, because I was getting some ideas, to put together for, just ideas I wanted to put together. So I also watched Ric Flair and Triple H, Last Man Standing. That was 2005. I know that was 2005 because Ric Flair was Intercontinental Champion.
I'm just looking it up now. For that Last Man Standing, nope. You never had one.
Who didn't?
Austin and Taker.
I thought you were on about Flair and fucking Triple H. And I was what?
No.
I'm sure they've had a Last Man Standing match. I'm sure they have.
No. Nope.
I'll have to watch the rest of it then.
It's a no disqualification. But you got the year right. You got the two participants right. So cut yourself some fucking slack.
I know, yeah, because you know me, I don't do history that well. I don't.
Mate, I'll tell you this now. Do you know how on the button you were? You got the exact individuals. You got the exact year. The exact pay-per-view. Just the wrong stipulation. Which technically, in a way, it's got no rules in it anyway. So you could be you could be forgiven.
Nah. No, I won't forgive myself for that one now. That's annoyed me because it does. It did say. I'm sure it said Last Man Standing. I'll look it up on my phone now. I'll look it up on my phone because for me,
the only thing that I will never ever forget is when Taker had a Bird Alive match.
Bird Alive, man.
Bird Alive.
Oh yes. Let me just see. Stone Cold. Undertaker, Stone Cold. There it is. I'm just having a look at it now.
I believe it was a no disqualification.
I was just on YouTube now and I've just looked it up and because I did type in like Last Man Standing match and it came up, but that's why I started watching it. But then anyway, doesn't really matter now. So yeah, like I say, that's actually annoyed me now. Because if I'd have got that spot on, I'd have been really chuffed with myself.
Cut yourself some... Jesus, man.
Glad that I got the year right, though.
That's impressive.
I'm glad I got the year right. But then again, you know what I'm like with my Austin matches anyway.
Mate, honestly, cut yourself some slack. You got the exact participants, you got the exact year, you got the exact event. If you nailed it, damn.
I know, yeah.
It's not like you was just there saying, you went to WrestleMania in the UK. What?
I'm not saying anything.
You're welcome.
That's yeah. No, at least I didn't say that. What WrestleMania was that by any chance? Oh yeah, it's the one that never fucking happened.
Of course. But yeah. In all fairness, mate, cut yourself some slack. Really.
I want you to thingy. I'm just going to take a wild stab in the dark
Okay.
Because I can't remember the outcome of that match.
Of which match?
So I want you to look it up, and then I want you to tell me if I'm right.
I can actually tell you who won.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
I know exactly who won.
So I'm just going to take a wild stab in the dark and just say it was Austin.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know why I was like, because I just remember Taker. He's not. If you look at the history of Taker winning the main title, he hasn't won it a lot.
No, he didn't really win it that many times.
And that was because of ratings.
I don't think it was more or less because of ratings.
No, I think it was. Because when Taker first won the WWF title, apparently the ratings went down. Because fans just, even though they loved The Undertaker, they just weren't feeling it.
But bear in mind, at the time when they made him take the title, it was during Hogan, and that doesn't work for him, brother.
No, it doesn't work for me, brother.
You know,
But that is what I'm saying, though. Every time The Undertaker won the title, everyone, even though they were dead happy that Taker had won the title, they were a bit like, nah, I'm bored now. You know what I mean?
I disagree with you. I just think...
No, but I'm not saying it to say that Undertaker shit or anything like that. I'm just saying this is what fans were like.
At least it wasn't a Diesel run.
Well, exactly. Which, by the way, should never have happened. A bit like, you know, Kevin Nash taking the title off Goldberg.
But I believe that was due to creative clause.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. But being a 7-time world champion.
Oh, no, it's a feature. But this is what I'm saying. This is where you're mistaking me.
Oh, no, far from it.
This is where you're mistaking me now. Because you're mistaking me for, like, saying that The Undertaker was shit and he didn't deserve the titles. No, what I'm saying is that the fans' reactions to Taker winning the title, it only lasted so long until they got bored.
Mm.
You know, whereas if the title was on, say, someone like a Randy Orton or a Batista or a Triple H, fans didn't really get bored. Same with Austin as well, they didn't really get bored. And The Rock never got bored.
I'm just trying to look up combined reigns now.
For who?
Taker. Now, what I do find a bit upsetting is the fact that someone hasn't counted the extra 3 reigns he actually had.
Mm.
But that's probably because it's with another belt. But the 4 that he had with the WWE, he held it for 238 days.
Yeah. I'm assuming that would have been through the ministry days.
I believe. And I'm now just looking up on the World Heavyweight now as well.
I think he only won that twice. I have
3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
That
And
was quite...
the combined days recognised by WWE was 210, even though technically it was only 207. Because I think it was a pre-record.
Oh, is that combined?
So, in other words...
Do you mean like the full... Throughout his entire reigns of the Winged Eagle belt win?
Yeah.
And the Big Gold?
Yeah. So that's
You
238.
Think about it, broken down then, that's not a long run, is it?
So essentially it was 448 in total.
Yeah, which isn't a lot of days. When you think about somebody like Brock Lesnar and CM Punk who got that on one single run.
Well, Lesnar got
Over 400 days on one single run.
He's got 828 with the WWE, but not sure on the main one. On the other one, no, just the WWE because he never held the World Heavyweight.
No, he didn't.
No. But we're nowhere near. But we're nowhere
got
near.
Somebody like Triple H though, who held the belt for a ridiculous amount of time.
611.
You know, it's a long fucking time.
9 reigns. That's minus the World Heavyweight Championship, which you add another, because that was.
And then when you look at somebody like John Cena as well.
Hang on.
John
Triple
Cena.
H has got 9 reigns with 611 days.
Yeah, but one of them
WWE.
reigns lasted a ridiculous amount of time.
Yeah. Wait, no, I don't think it was. I think it might be the. No, it might have been actually. Yeah. Then you got the World Heavyweight Championship, which he held it 5 times, and he had a combined days of 616 on that. And
do you want me to tell you one thing that I hope is never broken?
What?
Ric Flair's.
I think it will.
I didn't say I don't think it will.
You hope.
I said I hope.
I think it will, but I don't think it'll be the person everyone assumes it will be.
Who's seen it?
I don't think it'll be Cena.
No, I think it'd be Orton.
I think Orton is the likely candidate.
Yeah.
Good pick though as well.
Well, I'm not being funny. It is a perfect pick. It says perfect pick.
Yeah.
Perfect pick.
I'd agree.
Randy Orton, he's been a dick back in the day, especially when it comes to like meet and greet with fans and stuff like that. But,
And shitting in bags.
Yeah. So, just...
And the fact that he went AWOL.
I'm not being funny though, but name another top wrestler that... Name me... No, hang on a minute. I can name you another one, top wrestler that went fucking AWOL, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, so...
No, I don't mean AWOL as in with WWE. That was something else. But yeah, straight away, Austin did. Punk did. Ultimate Warrior attempted to go AWOL, but got his ass fired.
It's like, you're fired.
Because he was being an idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one record I can't see ever being broken. Ever. Which is easily the longest reign ever. That ain't being beaten anytime soon. And the longest reign combined.
I've got a feeling this is going to be like someone from like back in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, it is. It's colossal.
Yeah, I think it was. Wasn't the title run something like 2 or 3 years?
I'm just getting the information now.
Using Google, mateys.
How long do you think?
I've just told you.
Damn it, I've got to calculate it now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. What's that say to you already? That's how much of a calculator it needs to be. Damn!
Go on.
It's definitely more than 2.
3.
Keep going.
4.
Keep going.
5.
Keep going.
Fucking hell. I thought it was only about 2 or 3 years. So it's about 6 years then.
7 point... this is like this is me narrowing it down to the second, second decimal. 7.68.
Fucking hell.
And that was just the first reign. That was one reign.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, different times in the business.
2,803 on their first reign.
Well, bear in mind, different times in wrestling.
And then on the second reign, 1,237.
Yeah.
Do you know who it was?
That'll never, ever be beaten that way.
So in total, right, this is in total 4,040 days.
Yeah, it's a long time. It is a long fucking time.
So, if anybody has the time to potentially beat just over 11.07 years,
yeah,
look.
That's never going to happen.
No.
Unless you wait for... No, I won't say it. Never mind.
Naughty.
Never mind.
Behave yourself.
Moving on.
I see what you did there, though.
Anyway, moving on. So yeah, the long title reigns. But yeah, so like I say, I'm just comparing. I'm not comparing it to like a run like that because that's just an insane amount of time.
Yeah.
That's somebody that was probably wrestling 2-3 times a week.
Do you know who it was?
Oh, fucking hell. Don't try and fucking tell me now because I can't fucking remember.
Bruno Sammartino.
Thank you, Bruno Sammartino. Thank you.
Just wow.
But like I say, he was probably wrestling 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week.
Yeah.
So he was defending that title a lot.
Oh, yeah. So I'm just grateful that somebody hasn't calculated the number of defences. Because, wow.
Yeah, that would make me cry. But anyway, by modern day standards, is what we're going to compare it to. The Undertaker didn't really have single title reigns for long. That was the point I was making.
Yeah, no. But I think what also helped with Taker is his gimmick at the same time. I think he was ready to push it on to the next individual to elevate them.
Yeah, no. This is the thing I always say about The Undertaker. He was always willing to give back.
Yeah.
And that's all he has done. The only thing that meant more to me than Taker winning the title was the streak.
Yeah.
Was the WrestleMania streak.
Yep.
Which, after he dropped the streak to Brock Lesnar, for which I feel like it shouldn't have happened anyway, but you know.
But then again, there was plenty of aftermath of that match as well.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter anyway. I'm just saying, like, it was, that was the one thing that meant more to me, more so than seeing the title on Taker.
Yeah.
And I really do wish that he'd have just kept that unbeaten streak instead of losing it and then fucking losing another match at Mania to fucking Reigns.
Even though if you watch his documentary in regards to that, he was a bit upset with that match himself, but not for the reason that you think.
Yeah, well, like I say, I'm not going to go too much into it because I don't want to.
No, you don't need to.
But
people can watch it.
I was just saying that was my point.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, Taker was willing to give back. He did give back, whether it willingly or forcefully, it doesn't matter. It happened. You can't change the past now. You can't. So yeah, let's move on.
Yes. Let's move on, shall we? I might have a topic for next week though.
Yeah.
Which I'll probably save. I'll mention at the end of the episode.
Okay.
And it's an interesting topic. Might cause a few rants between a few individuals.
Yeah, but we haven't had a good rant for a while, actually.
Oh no! It's on history.
Okay.
But we'll get to it. Is there anything you want to cover? Anything else you want to discuss?
Yeah, I think if anything, it's probably about time that we move on to our funny stories, because I do believe.
Before we get to there.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that then. I was really looking forward to it, but then you just literally ripped the soul from my body.
No, it's going to be quick. It's going to be like pulling off a band-aid, so don't worry. Anybody who's who's interested in the upcoming UK Away show, a spectacular series, there will be match announcements arriving soon on the social media. So please keep an eye out on the social media of UK Away. And believe me when I say this, we have got some announcements to make.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't got an opponent yet, but we'll figure something out.
We'll figure something out.
It just depends who's available at the time.
True. But anyway, we'll get to it. But anyway, that's it. Funny stories.
Series. I will just mention this before we move on. I would like to say that if you do decide that it's an event that you're interested in and you would really like to attend, just bear in mind if you've got children, there is going to be a competition on for the most scariest outfit, Halloween costume.
Yeah.
And also one for the adults as well, so please.
I think that might have got potentially changed, possibly, but
what, just for the kids?
I think there's going to be one for the adults as well.
Oh, you just have to let me know then.
Yeah.
Because I know that last time that he said it was going to be for kids and adults, but if it's just the kids, then that's cool.
It may just be for kids. It just depends on appropriateness. Because we did have to make sure it was appropriate.
Yeah, I'm not saying come out with a fucking a YMCA fucking costume on with no butt cheeks on the fucking trousers.
And don't sit there and say because Shawn Michaels won them. No, automatic disqualification.
Yes, it's not a no DQ event.
You will be DQ'd. Think of the children. Think of the children.
Think of the children. But anyway, yeah. So that's a competition there. Anyway, so it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it will. We'll talk prizes when it comes closer to the time.
We might actually have a list of them.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that when it gets closer to the time.
Oh, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, let's move on.
It's back to you again.
Yes, so we are going to be going back into our new weekly segment with funny stories. So I do believe that Matt Burns is saving one for everybody from last week. So if you would kindly.
Oh, good Lord. This would be, as we said, push bike, ride on a push bike, backy gone wrong. And as we said, the backy was when someone is riding on the back of someone who's riding on a push bike, but there's only one seat. Correct?
Correct.
Now, this was when I believe my brother, yes, I have a brother.
I'm sure it's
I
not your
shock
dad.
people. You're on standby, aren't you, right now, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
My lord.
Right. And it was during the stage of when we were having a discussion, and it came about that I don't know how to ride a bike.
Interesting.
A push bike. And all I'll say to you is, this story, do you want to know how bad it was? I still don't.
Really?
Really.
You still don't know how to ride a push bike?
I can't ride a push bike.
Oh,
I
fucking
can
hell.
drive a car.
You know
Can
something?
wrestle.
You know something? That's actually something that shocked me.
What?
That you don't know how to ride a push bike.
No, I don't.
I'm actually not even going to take the piss out of you for it either, because I'm just genuinely surprised.
Yeah.
Because obviously we were brought up in a generation
Of push bikes, yeah.
of push bikes, and when scooters first came out.
Now, a skateboard, that was a different story.
Yeah, skateboards were a different story, and I just don't have very fond memories of skateboards.
I do. But although one could involve a funny story involving that.
Anyway,
But,
keep on.
Anyway,
Going.
so him and his friends decided to take me out for to help me to learn. And as we're on the way, I'm on the back of my brother's bike, and he hasn't got the most comfortable of seats. And I got next to nowhere to place my feet. At one point, I ended up coming off the seat and almost crotching myself on his wheel. Yep, so bear this in mind, this is already sounding like a horror story already, isn't it?
Well, it does for your testicles, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about half an inch away from the wheel. While I'm also running on hot foot, keeping up with him on while he's pedaling. Cheers for that, bro.
Yeah, it's a stop, I fell off.
Yeah, no, they were my exact words. Stop, I've fallen off. Can you? It's like, jump on somebody else's, on one of the other friends. Okay, happened, jumped on. And which is a bit more steadier. Now, the problem was, we eventually got to a certain area, right, where we were about halfway to getting to where we needed to. Right? We all decided to stop, and when I mention the location, you're going to know where I'm referring to now.
Mm.
Not too far from a certain... Do you remember the big silo, Big Esso?
Yes.
Do you remember when there used to be bushes there?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Can you remember that big gaping hole that used to be in the bushes?
Yes.
You're welcome.
Oh, you fell off there?
We were the cause of that hole.
Oh, dear.
What had happened, as we got there, the gentleman who's got control of the bike stopped. Now, the problem was, he was notorious for having his bike seat higher than usual. Higher than his legs were to touch the floor.
Did he just like a bit of penetration up the booty hole?
No. Wait for it. So what do you think happened when we came to a full stop?
Yeah, I can imagine.
My brother turns around, looks at me, he goes, "Yeah, we're all here. We're not looking for. Hang on, grab him quick before he can even finish." The reason why he was about to say grab him quick is because this gentleman's feet can't touch the floor because his back is too high. When you stop on the two wheels suddenly, what happens to the balancing?
Oh yeah, you start rocking.
He's also forgot about the extra weight that I'm on the back. You can see where this is going, can't you?
Yeah.
We both went off sideways, straight into the bush. Straight through.
Oh dear.
It wasn't any normal bush either.
Is it?
Thorns.
No, it was fucking thorn bush, wasn't it?
Yep. Now, bear in mind, he had at least the bike to land on him, which had added weight. I got flung off that bike.
Did you land straight in the bush?
I went further. All I'll say to you is, I'd say between a half an inch and an inch further if I'd fallen down. There was a long foot drop full of thorns. If I went any further, that would have been, yeah, we better call ambulance and get some, get some professional help to get me out of there.
Get Longton Crane at you.
No, it wouldn't have been Longton Crane. That would have been pretty much, we would have had to have cut me out because there was a massive drop. So to get out, I had to crawl through the thorns. And the first person they grabbed was him. Because he was close. He's like, yeah, we got him out. It's like, can you get out? I was like, I can barely hang on here. What? You're hanging on, aren't you? Yeah, onto a thorn, which is not helping.
Let's just face facts. It's not the first little prick that you've had in your hand, is it?
Fuck yourself.
My lord.
Anyway, ended up having to crawl out, which hurt like a bastard. Soon as I got out, she's like, 1 minute more funny is my brother goes, so, shall we go learn how to bike ride?
No, you're alright, thanks, I'll pass.
You can see where that was going straight away, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I'd probably been the same.
Yep.
So now that's led to you literally never being able to ride a fucking bike.
It's just never crossed my mind. I've never needed to.
Oh, fucking hell, fire. I used to ride everywhere on my bike.
Even though right now I feel as though if I could, it'd probably do wonders for me now, but at the same time, I've got not necessarily anything to do with it.
Yeah, you have. Go for a fucking ride.
Yeah, knowing me, I'd probably go for a ride and go over some handlebars.
No, I've done that. That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks going sideways with a bike as well.
Don't get me wrong, I've seen it sometimes where it's been quite funny, and you've seen, like, you spandex cyclists that use bicycle clips.
Oh, good God.
I have literally seen somebody stop because a dog was jumping up him, trying to jump up him, and they've stopped dead, realised that they've still got the feet clipped into the fucking bicycle clips, and then just gone, doof, straight into a fucking bush. I have seen that loads of times. I find it hilarious.
I've also got a story involving a neighbour going on a downhill street and accidentally didn't hit the back brakes.
Oh, yeah.
Hit the front brakes. And all I'll say to you is, we'd never sung I Was Riding on My Bike, followed by a sudden stopping.
Mm-hmm. Fucking hell, boy. Like I say, that just surprised me that you just don't know how to ride a bicycle.
Never had. I know the logistics of it, just never done it.
That shocked me. Anyway, I have a very good one for you.
Go on.
Which, obviously, it doesn't really blow your mind like the hobnob in the buttocks. But it's a competition that me and my stepdad used to have.
Uh-oh.
And it's, straight away, it's involving April Fools.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So me and my stepdad used to have this little thing where we used to, well, he started it. And no, it's not a childish thing. No, it's not a childish thing. He started it.
He started it.
He did start it. Right? So bear in mind, I used to have to travel to school by car. And bear in mind, my mum and stepdad, they didn't have a lot of money, so they drove larders.
Larders?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean by a larder? You should do, because you know your cars.
Yeah.
That's all right. Anyway, they drove larders.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to have to go from point A, which is, Fenton, in Stoke-on-Trent, and then drive all the way to Newcastle-under-Lyme, just outside of Clayton, in a larder. But anyway, I used to have to get up quite early just to go to school. And my stepdad, being the ultimate fucking genius that he is, decided, he stays up late every night anyway, because that man could literally go to sleep for 3 hours, wake up and be fresh as a daisy. I hate him for it, but, that's what he can do.
The weird thing about it is some people can just sleep on, because they can just do less than the average.
Yeah,
but it does catch up with them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's catching up with him now because he snores like Peppa Pig's dad. Anyway.
No comments.
Anyway. I went to sleep, and because I was a little shit, and I used to have a black and white TV. Because, like I say, we didn't have a lot of money, and I just appreciated everything that I got. But silly me would try and stay awake late, just watching TV in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it was in black and white, I wasn't really that bothered. I strictly remember the TV. It was a little, I think it was something like 25-inch screen, box TV. Yep. It was white, and the picture was black and white.
Yeah.
And literally, this is before Channel 5 came out.
This was all colourful.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is just before I got a colour TV, before Channel 5 came along. Anyway, I was watching it, and it was late, and it must have been about 11:30. I went to sleep. Now, kids, they had to have, they normally sleep on average of about 10 hours.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I get woken up at 3 a.m. in the morning on April Fool's.
Mm-hmm.
Stepdad came bursting into my bedroom. James, shit! You need to wake up. Why? You need to get ready for school. We're late. I jumped out of fucking bed, tripping out all over all my fucking shit on the floor because I was a messy teenager. Falling, face planting on the floor at 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to get my gear on, trying to get my uniform and everything on, trying to get my school bag together and chuck all my shit in.
Mm-hmm.
I goes tanking downstairs, and he's sitting there on the sofa, grinning. I'm like,
no.
Fuck's he smiling at? Anyway, he just goes, what are you doing up? because you've just come in the bedroom and told me I've got to get ready for school because we're late. Because I haven't done anything. So I never said anything to you. Like, yeah, you did. So you just come bursting into my room. Goes, no, that wasn't me. I haven't been in your room. I'm still watching TV. I don't go to bed for about another hour. Right, okay. Yep. But you've just woke me. No, I haven't. I haven't woke you up. Anyway, he was in denial. And he was like, no, wasn't me. I didn't bother looking at the time because I thought, I need to get ready for school. So I goes to the toilet, eats my breakfast, and I wasn't really listening to him, even though he said, what are you doing up? And I sat down on the sofa with him, and the morning news was on the TV. You know, like early morning news. And I sat in front of the TV, and he just goes, what are you doing up? It's only 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, no, it's not. You've just said... And I was dead confused. I was so tired and dead confused. And after about 10 minutes sitting on the sofa, falling asleep, he goes, you better go to bed. Because why have I got to go to school? He goes, look at the time. I looked at the TV, and it's got the time on the fucking newsreel.
Yeah.
I looked at it, and it said 3:10. I could have fucking killed him. And all he did was sat there with hands on his knees and leaned forward and just went, April Fool's fuckface. I was like, I was so fucking angry. Mm-hmm. So I always thought to myself, I'm going to get you back for this, you bastard. I'm going to get you back. Anyway, circa 12 months later, I knew it was April Fool's. I waited for everyone to go to bed. My stepdad fell asleep on the set, and I knew he was always the first one up in the morning. So I knew my mum wouldn't happen to my mum.
Yep.
And I snuck downstairs, and I put cling film over the toilet seat.
The classic.
Anyway, I just stayed in bed, and I got up at the same time. I went back to bed. I got up at the same time as my stepdad. Went downstairs, sat on the sofa, and I was just waiting for it. I was just waiting for the moment when all you could hear was him screaming. And it went quiet for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck, he's not gone toilet straight away. What's going on? He normally goes for a piss, then, washes his face and what have you. Stuff in there. No, turned out he'd sat down on the toilet and he was trying to force one out.
Oh, no!
And what do you normally do after you force one out?
No!
You have a pee, don't you?
No!
Oh, fucking hell!
Oh, wow.
And he was like, he come flying out after he managed to clean himself with, you little dickhead.
Wow.
I was like, April Fools. So, yeah, you can imagine. We used to, there was one year as well when I literally put a jug of water above his door, but he saw it before he fell over. When you just leave the door open slightly ajar and just put a jug of water. I think he was literally expecting me to do something, and he must have anticipated it. He was like a fucking Jedi. So you can imagine. That was quite funny.
I've got 2 stories that come to mind for me.
Well, save one for next week.
I'll give you the choice. You've got the unpause or the wardrobe monster.
The unpause or the wardrobe monster?
Yeah.
I'm tempted to go with the unpaused because
I'll be honest with you. If you want, the unpause is funny for other reasons. But I will say the wardrobe monster is possibly the reason why I might have had a slight nervous disposition. Thank you, brother. You bastard. I take it you're going to go with the wardrobe monster now.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Right. As you do, when I was younger, my brother, we all lived under the same roof. My brother had his room and everything. And I'll never forget, I used to keep nipping into his room as he's playing a game. And he had his mates over. And one of his mates, Cooley, his name is. Both of you. You bastards. Thought you did on me. But at least it prepared me to not be scared out of my mind ever again. Because all I'll say to you is, imagine, do you like when you got an older brother or you've got a brother? Now I'm in my family I'm the youngest brother, right? And older brothers have probably got in their heads, try and torture the little one from time to time, or the little one would cause trouble with the older one. Agreed?
Yeah.
Well, on this one, I kept walking in and he wanted me to go away, and he wanted me to leave his room. Now, I want to spend time with my brother. And he started telling me he's playing a game, and I remember, this is how well I remember it. I even know what he was playing on. I even know what game he was playing on. I remember it that well, even though I was young. On the Amiga, Moonstone. Classic game.
Yeah.
Right? I remember him sitting there telling me a story about a wardrobe monster. Now, when you hear the story, what do you instantly assume?
Well, you got scared by someone being in your wardrobe.
You don't, no. I didn't believe it. I thought he was full of it. Paid no attention. He goes, no, it's very real, it's very real. To then hear a growling noise. Not too far, in my brother's room. Just nearby me. In a wardrobe. You can see where this is going, can't you?
Alright.
And I'm like, no, it's not real, it's not real. It's like, didn't you hear that? No, I didn't hear that. And the wardrobe starts rattling. And I think he's like, go check it out. It's like, what do you mean go check it out? It's like, you're closest. I'll prove it's not real. Decided to walk up to the wardrobe like a big boy I thought I was. To just about slightly open it up for whatever was inside to burst the doors open. Scared the living daylights out of me because I didn't know what the hell it was. And you know how bad it was when you were young. If you were scared, you'd piss your pants. Run out screaming, monster! And I mean, full bore screaming, top of me head, out of my mind, running to me mum. My mum just literally got to upstairs and goes, will you pay back again? Picking on your little brother, Des. What the hell are you doing?
I can imagine your mum being like that as well.
What it was, Mick had literally hopped into the wardrobe because they knew exactly roughly. My brother actually had it timed on when I was going to sneak in. He got his mate literally in the wardrobe, covered it in all random clothes. So when it opened up, he burst open. All I see is a bunch of clothes together, and I was that young. I couldn't make what or anything. Just piss myself and fucking run.
Oh dear.
And people want to know why why I don't scare so easily. I wonder why.
What? Why you scare so easily?
No. Why I don't scare so easily anymore. I had a brother that used to scare me on a regular basis.
See, I can imagine Des doing that as well.
Yep.
So speaking of mothers and scares.
Yep.
So I probably may have said this one already. I don't know. I can't remember. But anybody will understand that you're in deep shit with your mum when she's wearing flip-flops.
Uh-oh.
And it takes her less than 0.1 of a second to take said flip-flop off and fucking either throw it at you or batter you with it. Right?
It's a lethal weapon.
When you are a kid, you are stupidly brave.
Yep.
It's true.
Yeah, it is.
It's true. You're stupidly brave. Now, being brought up in a family that's like, I wouldn't say common, but yeah, I'd say we were fucking common. I know that she'll probably be listening and just going, "What do you mean fucking common?" She's probably taking a flip flop off right now just to come and smack me with it.
So if I suddenly hear a noise and you hit your face on the deck, we know what's hit you.
Yeah, it'll be the mother's flip flop. Anyway, I remember when I was a kid, I hadn't sworn ever because for fear of being beaten to death.
Uh-oh.
So I remember there was just this one time I said my very first swear word. I think I must have been about 10 or 11. And I remember the whole family was in the living room. My uncle, my aunties, my mum, my stepdad, and my sister. And I just remember I said the word shit. I said the word shit to my sister because I can't remember why. I think it was because she was a supporter of Stoke City at the time. She was wearing a Stoke City scarf. Mm-hmm. And I was like a Man United fan back then. Because, all kids are very easily led.
Glory hunter.
And, I kind of was at the time.
No. You ain't the only one. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm not the only one. But anyway, I just remember, I think I said something along the line like Stoke Shitty. Because they were shit. And I just remember my sister I whispered it to her, and I just remember my sister looking up and just going, "Oh, Mum, he just swore at me." She went, "What?" I went, "Uh-oh." She went, "He just swore at me." "What did he say?" And she looked at my mum and just went, "He's just said the word shit." No sooner had she said the word and then shh, my mum had already got a hand on a fucking flip-flop, sliding it off her foot, and I was like, "Oh, fuck." And I just remember, as soon as my sister said the full word, shit, the flip-flop was already off. Mm-hmm. And my mum had already brought her hand back.
Oh!
I'd managed to scoot around my mum somehow. I don't know how I managed it. But I managed to scoot around my mum and run to the bottom of the stairs.
This is where the bravery comes in.
This is where the bravery comes in. Because, like I say, it's... as kids... I don't know if you remember this, but when your mum used to say to you, "You got to count to 3 to get out my face or get up them stairs."
Oh.
Did you ever experience that? Now, look, I know a lot of people roughly of my age, mid to late 30s, have experienced the dreaded flip-flop. And I just remember standing at the bottom of the stage, she goes, "You just swore, get here." And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Get here now." And I was like, "Nope." And she goes, "Right, if you don't get here, I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to get up them stairs. And if you're not up them stairs by the count of 3, you're dead." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm here and you're there. What are you going to do?" And she just went, "I'm going to start counting." And I had my hand on the door, and the door was already slightly open.
Oh.
And then I heard her go, 1. And I looked at her and I just thought, this is where the bravery comes in. I took a long, deep breath and I just went, 2, 3. And no sooner had I said 3, she was already on my ass. I was hauling ass up the stairs. And I got halfway up the stairs and she was on me. She was fucking on me. Never underestimate the speed of your mother when she's pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
And literally, I got halfway up the stairs and I felt the flip-flop whack me once across the arse. And I was like, nope, don't want no more of that shit. So I fucking carried on going. No sooner had I got to the top of the stairs and was crawling through my bedroom door, my mum had just managed to make it to the top of the stairs trying to grab my fucking ankle. And I was like, no, go away. And I managed to slam the door and sit behind it as she was trying to push the door open. She was like, "Get out here now and get what's coming to you." And I was like, no, go away. I'm not coming out. This'll teach you for being a little shit, you cheeky little bastard. No, I'm not coming out. I'm not kidding you. I had to have one foot on the radiator and my back pressed up against the door just to stop her from forcing it open. And I'm not going to lie, the strength of your mother when she's pissed off as well is unmatched.
Yes.
It could have turned into a very painful experience, but it actually turned into a story which now I can look back on and fucking piss myself laughing.
And just for the record, he is stating that he deserved that. So don't anyone sit there and think, "Oh, that shouldn't have happened."
Flip-flops back then were a special breed as well. They weren't like this fucking plastic shit that you get now. Or this foamy rubber shit that you get now. They were cork wood, man.
Lethal weapons.
Fucking lethal weapons. I ain't gonna kid you that you hit somebody with one of them old flip-flops, it sounds like a gun's going off.
Oh, I wonder if Irvine's coming out. Never mind.
Yeah, honestly, if you'd have knocked on my door, which some of my friends did on that day, he's not coming out. Okay. What's coming to him when he comes out of that bedroom? Oh, fuck, I'm not coming out of my bedroom for a while. And all because, ladies and gentlemen, I said the word shit. Yes.
And yet we're on a podcast where we're telling each other to go fuck ourselves.
My lord. Well, we could easily dub it down again and just start talking about Hurt Hangle with the Olympic slam and the Hangle lock.
Or we could just turn around and just go diabetes.
Diabetes titties.
Or talking about the dressing championship.
True. Dressing the. Oh, fuck's sake. Grammarly much? No, I think not.
It's required.
But anyway, a lesson, or no, not just a lesson for the younger generation, because I'm hoping that kids under the age of 16 aren't listening to this podcast, because
if they are, bring back the old slipper.
Yep, bring back the old slipper, the old flip-flop. But I'm just going to tell you this now. You've never had it so fucking easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because once your mother is wearing a pair of flip-flops, you're not just looking at your mother wearing a pair
You're
of
on
flip-flops.
guard.
You are looking at your mother wearing 2 lethal fucking weapons. They can be thrown. They can be used as a fucking tool to hit you with.
Projectile. And they've even got the ability to somehow throw one up in the air, hit it with the other one, and still hit you.
And don't forget the fact that flip-flops, I don't care what anybody says, if you go outside in a pair of trainers, would you go in and wipe your feet on your fucking living room carpet? No, you wouldn't. So why is a flip-flop any different? It's going to be fucking manky, man. I fucking hate feet as well. I fucking hate feet, man. And though you get fucking battered to death, black and blue with a fucking flip-flop, I'd be like, no thank you. I've just decided that I don't want to live anymore.
I'm going to behave.
I'm going to scrub my face with fucking bleach with a nail brush.
No. Well, anyway, bear in mind, it's either that or, for some people, they had the dreaded wait till your father comes home or wait till your mother gets home.
See, now I never had that because my mum and dad weren't together when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd never really had that. And it's not like my mum could turn around and say, just wait till your stepdad comes back in and be like, well, what's that dopey twat going to do? You know what I mean?
Stepdad doesn't work as much.
What you going to do? You're fucking hit me, are you? Go on then, do it. My dad will have you any day.
What is it with that when we were younger? My dad will batter your dad.
My dad'll shag your dad. Oh, God, that just reminded me of a comedy sketch then, sorry. But,
Frankie Boyle.
Yeah, that's it. My dad'll batter your dad. Yeah, well, my dad'll shag your dad.
And he'll enjoy it too.
Okay, you win that one. You win that one.
No, for me, it was literally... The weird thing about it is, with when you had the two parents, it was always whoever was looking after you, right, was always the one who would threaten with the other one.
Yeah, so it's like wait till your mother gets home, or wait till your father gets home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that, and I have had it a couple of times. Then obviously my stepdad's turned around and said, "Just wait till your mum gets home," and obviously because I think to myself, well, she's gone work, so she's not wearing flip flops, so I'll push me lucky.
Oh no! In that stupidity, there you sit there and think, "Oh no, yeah, we can be brazen possibly," but then when you suddenly then realise they've had a bad day at work.
Well, also another thing I will say to you as well. Yes, there is that actually a bad day at work, or they've received some bad news because obviously parents have to deal with financial stuff, blah blah blah. So yeah, I can imagine it was either a stressful day one way or another. So would you want to be on the receiving end? But in your superior knowledge of being a child, you always used to tend to push the fucking boundaries, and many a times
you always have to know where the limit. You always have to know where the limit is. But then again,
trouble is though, some kids like me just didn't know where the limit was sometimes.
Yeah, but then again, I still think Lee Evans' joke still stands today. When you're a little kid, get down. Getting about high school, get up. Then eventually it's get out, or unless it's a daughter or anything, get in.
Yeah, that's it. I do remember the days of being out and done something wrong, and he's like, "Get in this house now," and they're like, "But I don't want to. I don't want to come in now because you're angry."
Or there's the dreaded full name.
Oh God, yeah. No, see, that didn't really work for me. Because I didn't really have a short version of my name. Because obviously,
you have a middle name.
James is James.
Yeah.
No. never ever used that. I think the only time I ever been called by my full name is when I've said something that's vulgar.
Yeah.
And then you just know.
No, with
It's
me,
one of
it
them.
was...
You just know that it's like, it was at that moment that James knew he'd fucked up.
For me, it was literally Matthew, Nigel Burns. Oh, crap.
Oh, God. Yeah. No, that's not cool.
No, it's literally, it's like you sit there thinking, you just hear that full name, you know, the full first name, middle name. The second you hear the middle name, it's like, no.
Yeah. But do you ever find as well that when you were smacked, it was like you try and cover your arse, but then that just made your parents more determined to whoop your arse. So it's like, you may as well just take the first smack, kids, because it's just like, it's not going to be as hard as the fucking second or third, because the more you frustrate them, the more it's going to fucking hurt. Because the more determined they're going to be to want to whoop your ass. Oh, fucking hell. Many times. I mean, there's one person that's never had to fucking smack me, and that's my dad. Well, that's because, at the end of the day, my mum, bless her, she kept everything from my dad. If I was naughty or something like that, the only time that she'd ever go to me dad is if she was concerned about me for whatever reason. But anything else disciplinary-wise, she would, deal with it herself. My dad, on the other hand, I think if he'd have whooped my arse, he'd got hands like muck shovels, and I'd rather not face the fucking fact that it would have come very keen.
Is he in the building trade?
Jack of all trades.
Like my dad.
Grafter, manual worker, so yeah.
Wait. Like my dad.
Very much so.
There you go.
It's like you try to squeeze his hand and it's like trying to squeeze a fucking rock.
Try and get blood out of a stone. Not happening.
Yeah, not happening. But yeah, so I think on conclusion, that is a good way to end the funny stories segment and call it a day, unless you've got something you want to add.
No, I think that's about right. It's about right. About time to end it. But...
yeah, well, like I say, if you're enjoying these funny stories, just let us know. If you want us to try something else as well, just let us know. I mean, we've got a couple ideas that I've got swimming around in my head, and no doubt Matt Burns has as well. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just let us know and hit us up and give us a shout. We will take on board your ideas.
You ready for this one? A topic to discuss for next week.
Go on, then.
So we can actually have a good think about it.
Go on.
Champions, people who became champion that we didn't believe should be champion at the time.
Well, yeah, I've got a couple that come straight to my mind.
That's what I'm saying. We can discuss it.
Yeah, definitely.
We could start naming names, but then we know if we started mentioning names, we'll be here. We won't be ending the episode.
Yeah, we'll be all night. I think we'd overrun the 3-hour rule.
Yeah, which we're getting there. But anyway, with that being said, I'm just going to do a speed version of this one for us, if that's okay.
Speedy Gonzalez.
That is, as always, we always state that mental health is always a massive, massive vital point, and it is something that should be taken serious. We always state it is okay to be not okay. Asking for help is never a weakness. Finding out, and by asking, by showcasing, that you're willing to ask for help, you can end up finding out that there's more care for you than you could ever know. We always recommend you to never compare your behind the scenes to other people's greatest hits. Make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish. It's necessary. We always say be excellent to each other. We always recommend if you could be anything in this world right now, ever, be more kind. And of course, please always follow the number one general rule in general life, which is, of course,
don't be a fucking dick.
yeah, don't be a fucking dick. You know, don't be a fucking arsehole who wants to sit there and, you know, when you're presenting help, sit there, start pointing fingers and sitting there throwing out, you know, abuse to other people because something didn't happen your way. You know, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't, you know, if it hasn't happened that way, it's fine. Hello?
Oh, damn. I just nearly blew my brains out.
Point being is, you know, you might be angry for reasons, but it's understandable that you're angry, but don't put your frustration out on other people. You know, take time, relax, heal. Agreed?
Totally with you on that.
So, in other words, just don't be an arse. Don't sit there and think you're above everybody else. Don't sit there because you do, you know, you've got more to, you know, you can do more. You have to do it. Sometimes less is more. And even the smallest of help can change someone so dramatically.
Yeah. So all in all, just reach out.
Reach out and don't be a dick.
True that. True that.
Yeah. True that. But anyway, with that being said, I've been Matt Burns.
And I have been James Irvine.
That he has. We always state, stay well, stay safe, and until the next episode, we always recommend you check out your local wrestling. You know, check them out. Check out your local wrestling. Share them out. Share the love.
And take care of your diabetes.
Your diabetes. Definitely. And, of course, until next time, we'll see you. Well, we will see you very soon. So until next time, stay well, stay safe. Check out your local wrestling.
Again. Bye.
Bye.